Hello friends and welcome back to this video of Bills of Exchange. As discussed in the last video, today what we are going to do is start with the questions of Bills of Exchange. So let's start with the first question on Bills of Exchange. What it says, the question reads, Amar draws on Birbal 3 bills for rupees 6,000, 5,000 and 4,000 respectively for the goods sold to Birbal. One thing we need to understand is, because Amar draws, Amar becomes the drawer and Birbal is the drawee. And we can see that there are 3 bills. Always remember, if there is more than 1 bill, we need to number the bills. Like here for Amar, it will become bill receivable 1, bill receivable 2 and so on. These bills were for 1 month, 2 months and 3 months respectively. The first bill was endorsed to his creditor Chinna. That's a simple treatment for the first bill. If you remember, every time a drawer receives a bill, for each bill he's got 4 options. In the first bill he's used the option of endorsing it. The second bill was discounted with the bank for rupees 4,900. This is the treatment of the second bill, and the third bill was sent to bank for collection, which means out of the 4 options in this question we are going to cover the 3 options that a drawer has. On the due date, all the bills were duly met by Birbal. Guys, remember, were duly met by. These words means the bills were honored. That means on the due date, these bills were honored. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of Amar. So now what we need to do is, we need to draw a journal in the books of Amar. It's a normal standard journal that we draw with date, particulars, ledger folio, debit rupees and credit rupees column. So we read question and start passing the journal entries. The first part says Amar draws on Birbal 3 bills for 6,000, 5,000 and 4,000 respectively. Let's post it. Now because the dates are not given, we can just take the numbers. So let's write here number 1. The first entry would be because he is receiving the bill. So bills receivable 1 account is to be debited. As I told you, we need to give the numbers. It will be bills receivable 1 account debit. First bill is for 6,000. Then we will have bills receivable 2 account which we need to debit. The amount of the bill is 5,000, and then we will have bills receivable 3 account that will be debited, and the amount of this bill is 4,000. Now we need to remember that all these 3 bills we are getting from Birbal. Therefore it will be to Birbal's account. Remember, for every personal account we use apostrophe S, and the total of debit should be equal to total of credit. Hence we have written 15,000. Okay. Under all normal conditions, when you are solving a question, when you are writing in your exams, please remember every journal entry will have narration. That is a compulsory requirement. However, at this point, because we are into learning stage, what we are doing is, I am not going to write the narrations here. But remember, narration is an integral part of a journal entry. Do not forget to do that in your exams. Alright, let's read further. The first bill was endorsed to his creditor Chinna. So time for us to get our second entry. What happens? Chinna is the receiver and the bill is going out. So Chinna's account is what we need to debit. And because it's the first bill, the amount would be 6,000. And what's happening? Bill is going out. So we write 2 bills receivable 1 account, because it's the first bill which has been given. The amount is 6,000 rupees. So our next journal entry is also done. Let's read the question further. The second bill was discounted with bank for rupees 4,900. Guys, remember, if there is a bill discounted with the bank, there has to be a discount. Now if we look at the first line of the question, we understand that the amount of second bill was 5,000 and what we received from bank is 4,900. Exactly. 100 rupees becomes our discount. Let's write this entry. We are receiving money, so bank account is to be debited. We received 4900 and we understand that discount is an expense, so discount account will also have to be debited and the amount of discount is 100. Now what's happening? That bill receivable 2 is going out, so we will have to credit bill receivable 2 account and the amount of the second bill is 5000. So this is how we have passed the third entry of the given question. Hope we have all understood this. Let's read the question further. The third bill was sent to bank for collection. Now it's a very simple entry because bank for collection is the receiver, so bank for collection account will have to be debited. The amount of the bill is 4000, and then what's happening? Our bill is going out, but this time it is bill receivable 3 which is going out. So bill receivable 3 will be credited by 4000. So 3 treatments of 3 bills done. The first is a bill endorsed, second is bill discounted, and the third is bill sent to bank for collection. Let's read the next part of the question. It says, on the due date, all the bills were duly met. The bills were honored. Now let's understand this. If we look at this carefully, it says that the first bill was endorsed. Guys, if a bill is endorsed and honored, then on the due date, it's a transaction between the endorsee and the drawee. So no entry in the books of drawer. Similarly, exactly similar case happens when a bill is discounted with the bank. On the due date, that's a transaction between the drawee and the bank. So absolutely no entry in the books of drawer. But when the bill is sent to bank for collection, what will happen? Bank for collection will take money from drawee and deposit that into our bank account. So this entry will come. Here it will be bank account debit, amount of the third bill which is 4000, and who is giving us this money? Ultimately we are getting this money from bank for collection. So bank for collection account will be credited, and that's it. Guys, we are completely through with our question number 1. The complete solution is there in front of you on your screen. I hope we have all understood this. Alright, now time for us to move to the next question. Let's take up one more question in today's class. Question number 2. Let's read what it says. It says on 1st January 2020, Mohan drew 3 bills worth rupees 2400 on his creditor Suresh. First thing that we need to understand, Mohan is the drawer and Suresh is the drawee. There are a total of 3 bills amounting in all to 2400. The first bill for 700 1 month, second bill for 800 2 months, and third bill for 900 4 months. So these are the bills. Suresh accepted all 3 bills. Very good. On 4th Jan 2020, Mohan endorsed the first bill to his creditor Ramesh in full settlement of his account of 710. So what is happening? On 4th of Jan, the first bill which was for 700 is endorsed and there is also a discount. Okay. Then on the same date, the second bill was discounted with bank for 792. Okay. The third bill was retained. Guys, remember what Mohan did? He did not do anything with the third bill. He just kept the bill with him till the due date. On the due date, the first bill was paid, but the second bill was dishonored and noting charges amounted to rupees 10. Okay, there is a noting charge given because the second bill is dishonored. So for that, Mohan drew a fourth bill for rupees 825, including rupees 15 for interest for 3 months. Suresh accepted it on the date of maturity, the third and fourth bill was honored and passed necessary journal entries. So guys, overall it's a good question. Now what we do is, let's create a journal in the books of Mohan, because Mohan is the drawer, and you people need to remember that in this question Suresh is the drawee. Mohan is the drawer and Suresh is the drawee. Alright, so let's start. It says on 1st Jan 2020. So let's write here 1/1/20. Sorry, 1/1/20. There are 3 bills which are coming in. So it is bills receivable 1 account which will be debited. The amount of the first bill is 700. Then we have bills receivable 2 account which will be debited. The amount of the second bill is 800. And then there is again a third bill which is bills receivable 3 account, and this bill is for rupees 900. And we are getting all these bills, guys. Remember, we are getting these bills from Suresh. So to Suresh's account, and the amount will be 2400. It's already given in the question. Okay, so our first journal entry is done. Let's read further. It says the first bill for 700 for 1 month, second 800 2 months, and third bill 900 4 months. Suresh accepted the bills, and on 4th Jan, Mohan endorsed first bill to his creditor Ramesh in full settlement of his account of 710. We need to understand this first. Let's write the date. It's on 4th. Now what is happening? A bill is endorsed to Ramesh. So we know that Ramesh's account will have to be debited. Alright. But against this, we are issuing him a bill. That is our bills receivable 1 account, and we are getting a discount. Alright, so these are the 3 pieces of information. Now, in settlement of how much? 710 rupees. But the value of the first bill is only 700, which means the balancing figure of this 10 rupees is our discount. Guys, you need to understand it. Whenever they use the word in full settlement of, we need to understand that yes, there is a certain amount of discount involved. Alright, so this is how our first bill's treatment is done. I hope everyone has understood this. Let's proceed further. The second bill was discounted with the bank for 792. Now pay attention here. The value of the second bill was 800, but then it is discounted for 792, which means yes, there is a discount of 8 rupees. So on the same date, let's write here bank account debit. How much? 792. Then we will have discount account debit. The amount is 8. This is the balancing figure. Please remember. 2 bills receivable 2 account. Guys, this is the second bill whose value is 800. Okay, so bill discounted. That's the treatment for the second bill that we have done. Proceeding further, it says the third bill was retained by him till due date. Please remember, if a bill is retained, we do not need to pass any journal entry for it. Okay. On the due date, the first bill was paid. Now, what had we done with the first bill? We had endorsed it. A bill is endorsed and honored. So no journal entry required in the books of drawer. So we are not going to pass any journal entry for honoring the first bill. But then it says, but the second bill was dishonored. Noting charges amounted to rupees 10. Guys, the period of the second bill was 2 months. Let's understand this. The date of the bill was 1st Jan 2020. The period was 2 months. So, which means we will have the due date or the maturity date as 4th of March 2020. Because Jan plus 2 months is March, 1 plus 3 is 4. So on 4th March, what happened? 4/3/20. The bill which we had discounted with the bank has been dishonored. Remember, if a bill is dishonored, in all possible conditions, drawee's account will have to be debited. Drawee's account will have to be debited. And we had discounted the bill with the bank. So to bank account. Second bill. The value of the second bill was 800. However, there is a 10 rupees of noting charge as well. So the amount becomes 810. Now this is something that you people need to understand. If noting charges are paid, that will be added. Because if you remember, noting charges are paid by the holder of the bill, but ultimately borne by the drawee. So on 4th of March, that is the time when the second bill was due. This is exactly what happened. Alright, because the bill was dishonored and noting charges were paid. Let's read this further. Mohan drew a fourth bill for rupees 825, including rupees 15 for interest. Guys, the first thing is the journal entry for interest. Now here, as the information is not given, we are considering all this happened on the same day. So again, we have to receive this money from Suresh. So Suresh's account will have to be debited by rupees 15, and we credit interest because that's our income by rupees 15. Now what's happening on the same date? Again, 4/3/20, we are receiving one more bill. So bills receivable 4 account will be debited, and the amount is 825. It's already given to us in the question, and we are getting this also from Suresh. So we write Suresh's account 825. This is the fourth bill that we have received. All right, remember, the fourth bill is drawn for a period of 3 months. And let's read further. On the due date, or that's date of maturity, the third and fourth bill were honored. Fantastic. The third bill was for a period of 4 months. What was the date of the third bill? 1/1. The only thing that changes here is the period now becomes 4 months. So Jan and 4 months, Feb, March, April, May. So the date becomes 4th of May. All right. So let's pass this entry on 4th May. But let's see what was done with the third bill. The third bill was retained. So on 4/5/20, we are receiving money. So bank account will be debited. The amount of the fourth bill was 900. We had retained it. So 2 bills receivable, 3 account, and the amount is 900. And the fourth bill was also honored. The fourth bill was drawn on 4/3/20. 4th of March 20. The bill was drawn for a period of 3 months. So how much will be what will be the maturity date? So 4 plus 3 will be 7th March plus 3 months, April, May, June 20. Okay. So the next entry will come for 7/6/20. No treatment for the fourth bill is given. So we assume that that was also retained, and we give the entry bank account debit. Guys, remember the amount of fourth bill is 825. To bills receivable for account, and the amount is 825. That's it. The problem is done. We have solved this complete problem. The whole problem is now there on your screen. I understand that it's a little smaller in size. The reason is I have decreased the zoom part so that you can see the whole problem in a single shot, right? So guys, these are the two problems that we have done today. See you back in the next class, and in the next class we'll try and take up a couple of more problems for your better understanding of the chapter. Till then, thank you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.